Hi guys! If you're anything like me, you're well aware that The Lord of the Rings is one of the most exceptional epic fantasy adventure film series of all time. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of The Lord of the Rings like never before. We'll have the entire cast of Then and Now, and I will be revealing all of the juicy details about the original names of the characters and how the actors have changed since then. Okay, let's check it out together. Elijah Wood was born on January 28, 1981 in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He played the character Frodo Baggins in the series when he was 20 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 42.
And I'll run through an entire scenario of a home invasion. So someone's in my house, and how am I going to deal with this?
Ian McKellen was born on May 25, 1939 in Burnley, Lancashire, England. He played the character Gandalf in the series when he was 62 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 84.
But we still have time. Time enough to counter Sauron if we act quickly.
Time? What time do you think we have?
It's all about a woman who is not quite happy with her lot and has her wishes granted, and we'll see what happens.
Viggo Mortensen was born on October 20th, 1958 in Watertown, New York. He played the character Aragorn in the series when he was 43 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 64.
Edit things, I have to communicate quickly with people, images, things, and I can text. I've learned how to do that, and I can use the phone.
Sean Astin was born on February 25th, 1971 in Santa Monica, California. He played the character Samwise Gamgee in the series when he was 30 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 52.
You have to have a flawless British accent by Tuesday. And this is a real conversation. And I said, okay. She said, Peter Jackson is doing the Lord of the Rings trilogy for New.
Cate Blanchett was born on May 14, 1969 in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. She played the character Galadriel in the series when she was 32 years old in 2001. Currently, she's living happily at the age of 54.
Things that were, things that are, and some things.
We have a football we call it football, it's Aussie rules. Where
Footy, you call it, right?
Yeah, footy.
Yep.
And they basically, they have a similar kind of ball.
John Rhys Davies was born on May 5, 1944 in Salisbury, Wiltshire, England. He played the character Treebeard in the series when he was 57 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 79.
Stay closer, Roberts. They say that a great sorceress lives in these woods. An elf witch.
Mischaracterize me. The truth of the matter is, I'm just a damned stayover still. I am the worst neighbor to have, because if I promise you I will come for dinner.
Christopher Lee was born on May 27, 1922 in Belgravia, London, England. He played the character Saruman in the series when he was 79 years old in 2001. Sadly, on June 7, 2015, Lee died of respiratory problems and heart failure at the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital in Chelsea, London, England, at the age of 93.
The Nine have left Minas Morgul.
The Nine?
They crossed the River Isen on Midsummer's Eve.
I was in World War II for 5 years. And
Billy Boyd was born on August 28, 1968 in Glasgow, Scotland. He played the character Peregrine Pippin Took in the series when he was 33 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 54.
That's Dominic Monaghan. Watched, made, been in. I was in X-Men. You've been in more franchise movies than anyone.
Dominic Monaghan was born on December 8, 1976 in West Berlin, West Germany. He played the character Meriadoc Mary Brandybuck in the series when he was 25 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 46.
Long bottom leaf. Huh? Hi, I'm Dominic Monaghan. And I'm Billy Boyd. And today we're doing the Wired Autocomplete interview.
Orlando Bloom was born on January 13, 1977 in Canterbury, Kent, England. He played the character Legolas in the series when he was 24 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 46.
None can escape it.
Oh my god. I should have maybe vetted these before I dug them out. Hi, I'm Orlando Bloom.
Hugo Weaving was born on April 4, 1960 at the University of Ibadan Teaching Hospital in Ibadan, Nigeria. He played the character Elrond in the series when he was 41 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 63.
Gimli, son of Gloin, by any craft that we here possess. The ring was made in the fires of Mount Doom.
Lolly licking. Panting for
No.
it. Honking for it.
When you want to have a drink? When you want to have a
Thirsty.
drink? Thirsty. Well done.
Really?
Andy Serkis was born on April 20th, 1964 in Ruislip Manor, Middlesex, England. He played the character Gollum in the series when he was 37 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 59.
I got my equity card, which of course you needed in those days to get into a theatre, and I was told that I couldn't enter unless I had it in my hand, so they didn't let me into the rehearsal room, and then it was a joke, and I felt...
Sean Bean was born on April 17, 1959 in Sheffield, West Riding of Yorkshire, England. He played the character Boromir in the series when he was 42 years old in 2001. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 64.
Is beyond our reach now. Forgive me. I did not see. I have failed.
It was my first death, and I got my throat slit. Which, okay, it's your first death, you think, oh, great. But then it...
Bernard Hill was born on December 17, 1944 in Blackley, Manchester, England. He played the character Theoden in the series when he was 58 years old in 2002. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 78.
Yes. The Horn of Helm Hammerhand.
He said, right, I want to go to the left. It was with a French crew. I think there was Russians and
Carl Urban was born on June 7, 1972 in Wellington, New Zealand. He played the character Eomer in the series when he was 30 years old in 2002. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 51.
In true boys fashion, if you make the right choice, you get rewarded, and if you make the wrong choice, you get punished. And Butcher has a tendency of, like, 9 times out of 10, he will make...
Miranda Otto was born on December 16, 1967 in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. She played the character Eowyn in the series when she was 35 years old in 2002. Currently, she's living happily at the age of 55.
You are one of the Dunedain, a descendant of Numenor, blessed with long life.
And to
to play a cult leader. I thought that would be really fascinating and challenging. But to me, it was when I read the scripts, just the way they're...
David Wenham was born on September 21st, 1965, in Marrickville, New South Wales, Australia. He played the character Faramir in the series when he was 37 years old in 2002. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 57.
You wish now that our places had been exchanged. That I had died and Boromir had lived.
Had put in the work and suggested me for this particular honorific.
You've a long list of credits to your name on both.
Ian Holm was born on September 12, 1931, in Goodmayes, Essex, England. He played the character Bilbo Baggins in the series when he was 70 years old in 2001. Sadly, on June 19, 2020, Holm died after a Parkinson's-related illness at a hospital in London, England, at the age of 88. John Noble was born on August 20th, 1948 in Port Pirie, South Australia, Australia. He played the character Denethor in the series when he was 54 years old in 2002. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 74.
I was here, we couldn't meet. She said, why are you talking so softly? Yes, you are. I'm not just used to talking to myself and answering myself. Bit strange.
Brad Dourif was born on March 18, 1950 in Huntington, West Virginia. He played the character Grima Wormtongue in the series when he was 52 years old in 2002. Currently, he's living happily at the age of 73.
Can you not see? Your uncle is wearied by your malcontent.
Voice worked with her, but we didn't work together. But no, I've never had a scene with her in a movie. No.
I think there was...
Liv Tyler was born as Liv Rundgren on July 1st, 1977 at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York City, New York. She played the character Arwen in the series when she was 24 years old in 2001. Currently, she's living happily at the age of 45.
So I did like a photo op with some of them, and a few of them came in costumes, and they were so specific about what they wanted me to do. Like,
Before we wrap up this journey through the world of the film series, The Lord of the Rings, I want to hear from you. Who is your favorite character from the film series? What's this thing that they have that is so appealing to you? Share your thoughts and feelings in the comments section below, and don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you're always the first to know when new content is released. Your support and engagement mean the world to me. Thank you for joining me on this journey down memory lane.